No. All right. So this is the last bit of episode 2 of the Midnight Channel. Sorry that we have to do this recorded now. It ended up. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. My connection to Twitch isn't doing too hot right now. As soon as I go live, I am dropping frames. I'm gonna have to go and delete a lot of streams actually, but it's like dropping as soon as I go live, and it never does that. So I'm actually gonna do a test stream probably tomorrow to see if it still does it or if it was just a one night thing. Hoping it's a one night thing because I don't know what started causing it, and it barely started causing it towards the end of it. I'm gonna respond to Marissa. Yeah, you this can stay. Because the chat is still appearing in the overlay, so that Marissa just asked if she can stay in chat. She asked if she can stay in chat, so the chat's still popping up in the overlay. All right. Well, we were gonna answer 2 questions, so let's go ahead and do it because I know this delayed it a bit. There are like 7 do you like pasta questions?
I don't know what you mean.
On the document at the bottom. Okay. Okay, fine. Do you like pasta? If so, what kind?
I like pasta.
I like
pretty
pasta.
good.
All pasta.
Tricolor penne hits different.
Oh,
That's
What
all I'm
color
gonna
is that?
say.
That's true. The tricolor does taste better than the regular one.
it does. It does.
Yeah.
No lie.
All right. Well, that answers that question. All right. Okay.
We're moving now.
Yeah. All right. We'll do one more actual question, and then we'll just do the rest of the topics, so I can let everyone get going since I know it's late for you guys. So, the last question that we're gonna do for the podcast is Lou's, and he's asking what console would we recommend for a new console gamer.
A PS4. Actually, no. It's like a toss up between PS4 and Xbox. Like,
yeah,
because like Game Pass has just so much value.
yeah, it's tough because like any of them could be good options. Excuse me. Any
Yeah.
of them could be good options. It's tough to decide, but I would probably say I'd probably go with PS4 just because it's so cheap right now. You could probably get a PS4 for really, really cheap. But you can also get a Series S, not Series S, an Xbox One S for really, really cheap.
Yeah, I would probably say a Switch Lite or a 2DS.
Okay, those are
'Cause
also
both of those are
Also
also
good.
really cheap.
yeah. There's a lot
Switch
of
Lite also gives you the benefit of like taking it
Mhm.
places.
There are a lot of really cheap options out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it just depends on what kind of like gamer this person is.
Yeah.
New.
I mean, if it's a
console game
first-time player, I would say like probably casual.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what you want. If you want to stay a little up to date and play the games you see commercials for and see people talking about, then probably a Switch or a Switch Lite. But I think if you're new and you haven't really known or played a lot of games, then I guess get a PlayStation 2. I mean, you can get it for the price of a new game, and I mean, almost all versions except the later ones can play PS1 games. And I mean, you don't know, like, I guess the higher peaks of newer games. So a lot of those games still will not only hold up to today's standards, but you don't know today's standards, so they probably still hold up a good amount. And they made a shitload of PS2s and they made a shitload of PlayStation 2 games, so they're not that expensive. I mean, yeah,
It
PS2.
depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah. All right, awesome. So that was the last question of the podcast. We have a few more topics to go through, so let's go ahead and go through them. And the first one I see right here is Doom Eternal finally got a Switch release date, and it's out in 4 days, December 8th.
Dismember 8.
Dismember 8th. I'm probably not gonna get it for Switch, but I'm happy that it finally escaped purgatory, whatever state it was in. I don't know if any of you guys are into Doom much.
I mean, it's cool that it's coming out. Any game, multi-platform, is good for gamers. Like,
Yeah.
it's just good.
I've heard that it's good. I also found out the other day that it was or not found out, but it was announced that it's also on Game Pass as
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
So might be checking that out in the next couple days. I'm not sure.
Sweet.
But I historically do really like the Doom games, not for like the story or anything, but just so I can indulge in my want to beat enemies into a red mushy pulp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
We all have that feeling. It's just you got to act on it.
Doom is a very good game, and it looks really it looks good on Switch. I don't know if you guys saw the trailer, but it looks good.
No, I haven't for the Switch. No.
It looks good. Obviously, not as good as the other consoles, but it doesn't look bad. Like if you only have a Switch and you want to play Doom, it looks like a good version. That could just be the trailer magic, but yeah, it's a shame that it's not getting a physical release though. It's
As long as
gonna...
it's
Go ahead, Brian.
as long as it's not ported like WWE 2K19 on Switch.
God.
Should be
2K19.
That game. Oh, that's such a good port. It ran at a whole 7 FPS consistently. Didn't break once. It was the most consistent FPS I've ever seen on the Switch.
Oh man.
Not a
So I'm looking at the screenshots for it now from the Switch version. It actually doesn't look too bad.
No, it doesn't. It looks good.
Yeah.
It looks like a really good version of the game. So yeah, really happy that it finally got a release date. And speaking of Switch still, Age of Calamity is the highest selling Warriors game, and did that within its first 3 days of launch.
Not surprised.
Who would have thought?
The power of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Who could have guessed?
That's crazy. It shipped over 3. It shipped. Gosh, can I speak? It shipped over 3 million copies within its first 3 days. I think that's really cool.
That's bonkers. I mean, I guess it was also sort of helped by the fact that there wasn't really like a super big holiday title for the Switch this season,
Yeah.
other than Mario 3D All Stars, but that's not necessarily a new game.
Mhm.
So, being that it doesn't really seem to have anything else to contend with on the Switch, at least, I feel like that might have helped it too. But I think the biggest part is definitely its association with Breath of the Wild. That is so cool.
100%.
I beat it like, what was it? What day is even today? Like a few weeks ago. Whenever, I don't know, launch weekend, and it's awesome. It's definitely worthy of that kind of recognition.
Yay.
Yeah. I'm excited to play mine.
I'm also excited to one day. after I beat Luigi Galaxy, I'll get to it.
Yeah, it's really, really good. You're gonna love it.
Awesome. Brand, you planning on playing it?
Yeah. I didn't want to because originally we all knew how that story was gonna end, but apparently.
Oh no, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what they do with it because I don't know. Did you guys play the demo?
Yeah.
Well, Alec
I
already
never
beat
played
it.
the demo.
Alec already beat it.
Yeah,
So,
I beat it.
Yeah. Well, Brandon, I think you saw me play it. I don't think you played it, but they're doing some interesting things with it. So I'm excited to see where they go with it.
Yeah, it looks fun. I want to play it.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. So, yeah, that's it. And so this next one surprised me because this one's actually breaking news. This one happened today. This is today's news. Oscar Isaac, the actor, is being eyed to play Solid Snake in the Metal Gear Solid movie. And I don't know if you guys like Metal Gear, or how
Metal
familiar you guys
Gear.
are with Metal Gear, but man, I think that's a good pick. I think Oscar Isaac would be a good Snake.
He's not a bad pick. I would be fine with it if this is who they chose.
Hmm. It also has a director, which I wasn't aware of previously, but apparently he's been a director of it for a bit.
I guess I just don't know this guy by name. He's Poe, right, from the Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he kind of looks like the part.
Yeah, I think he could do it. He's a good actor, and I just think they could do a good job with it. And I think last year when he was on a talk show, he actually, like, I think the host asked to the like him and a few actors who they would want to be from a video game movie, and he said Solid Snake. So
Oh wow,
so
that's an interesting question to ask. Just in an
Yeah.
interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. After that, so that was today's news. So and then this one was from I want to say 2 days ago now. Super Nintendo World has an opening date, which is February 4th, 2021, and we got some info on it. So we got info on mainly the Mario Kart ride. So the Mario Kart ride is called Koopa's Challenge. It uses AR headsets, and you throw items to other players. And it's different every time apparently, and I listed it twice for some reason. and yeah, it's
Very
apparently different every time. They said they use like different track pieces to change it up, and you're not always going to be in first place because you're competing with others, and it's really cool. And they also have power bands. They cost $30, but you can do certain things throughout the park, and apparently you have to work through games around the land, and you collect 3 keys, and you fight Bowser Jr. at the end of it. And then the third ride, or second ride that they have, is Yoshi's Adventure Ride, where you climb on Yoshi's back, you follow Captain Toad on an adventure, and you have to find 3 colored eggs that lead to the golden egg.
Do we have to kill Yoshi at the
Uh-huh.
end by jumping off to save ourselves?
Sure hope so.
Oh no. But yeah,
Hmm.
what do you guys think of Super Nintendo World? Because I personally find it super awesome.
The pictures look amazing,
Yes.
and I want to go there
I
right now.
I wish I could. I wish. Oh, 2020. 2021 is it's going to continue, but I wish. Hopefully
Yeah, it's just
2022.
So, this might be a little bit of an unknown for most of the people that know me through streams and stuff, but I'm also a pretty avid fan of Disney parks as well.
Ooh.
So I'm really into like the latest in developments in theme parks in Disney as well as other theme parks as well. And seeing Nintendo's take on it is really interesting. And one of the biggest things that I think I'm really looking forward to is seeing some of these games that I've played turned into theme park rides. Mario Kart ride, like as soon as we heard wind of it back in like 2015 or something like that, that was the first thing that came to my head. So I'm glad that they're actually acting on that, because that's probably the first thing that pops into a lot of other people's heads too, is being able to ride on your own Mario Kart ride.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how immersive the AR aspect is going to be, just because the car is not free. You know, it's on a
Yeah.
rail. It's on rails. So
Yeah,
I'm not
although
sure
it does
how-
have some like a little bit of like control from what they said, but it's not like obviously not 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious how that would affect the immersion of the augmented reality aspects. But either way, even if it was on rails and I didn't have an AR headset, it would still be amazing to me, because I'm just an easy sell like that. But as far as the Yoshi's Adventures ride too, that sounds more oriented toward kids.
Yeah,
So
it does.
I don't know if I'm super excited about that, but I'll go on it. As I said, I'm an easy sell. But my deal with this park is that it looks really cool. It's unfortunate that it's opening in the landscape that we're in. I guess it's just, you know, like a lot of things, it's just unfortunate that things are going the way that they're going
Yeah.
during the what they would have planned to release. Originally, they were supposed to be releasing this spring, but it seems like they've managed to delay it for just as long as they can. And to me, this feels like something that they have to release it and open it to the public, or else they'd be facing losses. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but that's what it feels like. So Another thing that's interesting about this park too is that the power-up bands, I don't know if that's a requirement to get into the park because Disney has what they call magic bands, and those are actually free whenever you book a trip. So the additional cost leads me to believe that this whole power-up band thing might be something that's additional.
It's like an
or
extra
optional.
experience, I would assume.
I would assume so too, but as we said, details are pretty limited at the moment. But going off of it, it's very interesting. I'm not sure what fighting Bowser Jr. at the end means either, but
It seems like it's probably like an upgraded scavenger hunt because Disney has those where you're like, oh, like buy this map,
Yeah,
and
like
you
find
get all the
Remy
stamps,
across
and then you
the-
get like a reward at the end. Yeah, exactly.
Or
yeah,
that,
actually,
It just seems like kind of like that.
now that you say that too, that's probably what we're looking at if I had to think about it.
Yeah.
But the quality of the experiences aside, obviously that's going to be something that we're going to get our hands on first to make a judgment. But the one thing that I can say, just from looking at like tracking its development over the year and just looking at some of the photos from the finished product now, this park looks really small.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
it
it's not
doesn't
a
really
park,
seem
it's
like
just a land.
yeah, it's like it's just its own land, right? But
yeah, its own section of Universal.
it seems pretty small. I mean, as far as ride experiences go, it seems like it's just those two.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's talks about a Donkey Kong expansion coming at some point, but
Mhm.
obviously that's going to be years from now.
Yeah.
So
Wish
I
it was a
don't
Zelda expansion.
you're right. This is definitely something that is more worthy to expand on.
Yeah.
And as much as I would love to be there opening day, I
Just can't.
don't know if I would be like I don't know if it's something that I would hugely recommend now.
Yeah.
Just from looking at it, it
Uh-huh.
seems very tiny.
Yeah.
But that could just be because I'm spoiled because Disneyland and Disney World are huge. But
Yeah,
I think just to kind of wrap up my thoughts so other people can go on, I think what I'd be most excited about is the snacks.
I was
because
about to say
those
that too.
are at the Mario Cafe and those look delicious.
Yeah.
Snacks and the merch are what I'd be totally just excited about.
Yeah.
I mean,
But,
in regards
yeah.
to it being small, I don't know if how much land Universal Studios Japan has, but they're building a third park in Orlando, and that's gonna have a Nintendo
Yeah.
section.
They're going to be
So,
building it in
you know,
Orlando too.
Yeah.
To having the Mario section and then potentially the Donkey Kong area that's been rumored could just be down here.
Yeah.
Ah.
So I feel like the Orlando one is going to end up being the
That's gonna be
premier
the big one,
place
I
to
think.
go.
I
Yeah.
think
so.
Yeah.
Wish it was Hollywood. It's right around the corner from me.
But there's no. But where are you gonna build that?
True.
Tear down something. I don't know.
It's alright, Tashi.
Build
You
it
can
on
come- you
my
can come-
house, man. I don't
you can
care.
come
I
visit,
don't,
Tachi.
I don't care.
Visit.
I'll live in there. I don't.
Just come visit. I'm literally so close to Universal.
Oh,
Man, that's awesome.
I'll visit. Don't worry, Berto.
It's really, really cool. I saw pictures of it and looked like concept art to me. It looks so cool. And
Mhm.
I hope it does well. I hope this doesn't fizzle out or anything. I hope this does as well as it could, especially in the situation when no, I hope that that's the route they take with how Disney did the Kim Possible phone in Epcot one year. They had
Oh, that was so cool.
Yeah.
you got a Kim Possible phone and you I wasn't there at Disney, but I've been fortunate enough to go to Disney World 5 or 6 times.
Mhm.
But they do a lot of cool stuff like that. I hope that's what they do here. And what is park that this size, it would work really well. I mean, Disney's massive. No, I just hope it does well. I mean, this place looks so cool. And
I mean,
Just
why
looks
wouldn't
so
you want to
cool.
go, right? You
Yeah.
you can go to Bowser's Castle and take your own photo of you doing the backwards long jump. Why wouldn't you wanna do
that? Oh, that'd be
Practice
oh,
Secretly,
your-
that's
your
the real
triple
reason I
jumps.
want to go.
oh my god. You know it's gonna have to happen. Oh man. Okay.
but no, I hope this is great. I hope it lives.
Yeah. All right. So we're on our last 3 topics. So here's the first of the three. The Game Awards, actually two of them are about the Game Awards. So the Game Awards are having celebrity guests, and I find this pretty cool, but also strange. So the guests that they have announced so far, I could be missing some, or I think I am missing one. I think I'm missing a Muppet. I don't remember who it is, but I think I'm missing a Muppet.
It's the Swedish Chef.
Oh, the Swedish
You're
Chef.
missing
Okay.
the Swedish
Okay,
Chef.
so 5 guests so
What?
far. So
Yeah.
the Swedish Chef. So the Swedish Chef, Tom Holland, Gal Gadot, Brie Larson, and Stephen A. Smith.
Dude, obviously Swedish Chef is the standout out of all of those.
He probably
That's the
won't
one
be-
I'm most excited about.
Oh, out of all of these, I think only two of them make sense, and that is Tom Holland and Brie Larson.
Swedish Chef. Oh.
With the last Muppets they did, that was fantastic.
Okay, the
I enjoyed
Muppets bit. Yeah, the Muppets skit last year with Untitled Goose Game was amazing. Maybe
Oh,
they'll
it
do
was
a
so
Cooking
good.
Mama skit this year.
That's the
The
last
big
world
toy
premiere.
Oh,
Swedish Chef just comes out, and there's also a Cooking Mama Muppet.
oh no!
There you go.
But yeah, so
Mine's Bitcoin.
I find this really weird, especially Steven and Gal. I find those two specifically to be really weird choices.
I mean, maybe Jeff Keighley just wants to make some new friends.
Maybe.
I guess. I don't know. With these picks, I'm kind of fearful of the Hollywoodification
Yeah.
of the Game Awards is what I'm kind of concerned about. Obviously, there's a couple of people on that list that do play games. For example, I think the biggest example is Brie Larson.
Yes.
But even with that, I don't really feel like she's representative of the gaming community at large.
Mm-hmm.
That's my issue. I know some people are like, she doesn't play video games because she's a Hollywood person, which is not true. I mean,
yeah.
people of all walks of
Yeah.
life play video games at this point. So that's not really what I have a problem with. It just doesn't feel like she's the voice that I would connect with as a player of video games, right?
Uh-huh.
That's my fear, is that eventually it's going to turn into like this big Hollywood thing, and I don't really feel like gamers will connect with that
Yeah.
all that much, because the whole reason why I started watching them is because it felt sort of grassroots. It felt like, Jeff is using his network of people to put on a gaming awards show that hadn't happened really on that big of a scale prior to that.
Mhm.
But obviously, as it's grown over the years, more and more brands have decided to hop on board, and I don't really have a problem with that. But it's just the Hollywoodification of it. I don't really know if that would be something that I would like to see.
Makes sense.
I think they're just. I don't know. I would imagine they would just be there to present a award like they have done in the past few years with like Vin Diesel presenting an
Yeah, I was gonna
award
say
and
Vin
That
announcing
Diesel
was
the
the.
last
really
one.
awkward. That was a really
That was
awkward.
so
awkward.
That was so
Bro,
awkward
they were
last year.
on something.
He didn't even know
They were
like he
either-
knew where he was.
The last announcement was Fast and the Furious Crossroads.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, no.
That amazing
Did that ever
game.
come out?
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
It's
it did. It
bad.
was awful.
And they
It
had a
was
total.
real bad.
And they had a
It
total
was
of like
awful.
15
Oh,
concurrent
no.
players on Steam.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh yikes!
But they also had Steph Curry, NBA player. I feel like it's just more there to like here's the award, and then they not hand off the award this year, but maybe hand it off. But
Yeah.
I think that
I do have one prediction for it, but I'll say that for the last topic. So the second to last topic is about Persona 5 Strikers. Got leaked a bit
Ooh.
early. It's coming out February 23rd. The trailer was uploaded unlisted onto Alice's channel too early. Somehow someone was able to get the link to it. I don't know if it was an employee disguising to be someone else, or I don't know, but it was leaked early. The trailer's out there. You could probably find it if you look for it. But the official reveal is set for December 8th. Atlas tweeted about it this morning. their tweet says all will be revealed December 8th, so I don't know if that means that they might be announcing something else along with it because it got leaked. So like they might want to be like, okay, here's this extra surprise, or if they were gonna do this the whole time. I thought this was supposed to be announced at the Game Awards, just because of the circumstances surrounding it. Obviously I'm wrong because it's set for December 8th. So I just find it like an odd situation to be in.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Being as close as we are to the Game Awards, but that just means that there's other stuff there that we probably don't know about.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw the trailer. I didn't because I had assumed that it was going to be announced at the Game Awards, and I was like, you know what? I want to see it at the Game Awards, so I'm gonna wait. I don't know if I'm still gonna wait. I don't know if I'm still gonna wait since it's not getting
Just
announced.
watch it.
So.
It's fine. It's a trailer.
So I might just watch it anyway.
You know the game exists.
Yeah.
Well, why not just watch the trailer?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'll probably watch it anyways. But I know it's all of you know what Strikers is, right?
Yeah,
I do. I played the demo
Okay.
earlier whenever it got released, and
Right, so-
I had no idea what the heck was going on because I've never played Persona 5 before then. But I thought it was fun.
that trailer could be sus. The P5R trailer, like especially the Japanese ones, showed some shit. They showed a shocking amount of things from P5R that you would think they wouldn't. But
Yeah, but
I'm-
they didn't show much in the English trailers though. I think they're more mindful for English trailers because where our culture is more paranoid with spoilers than Japan, because I know a lot of Japanese trailers, like Japanese trailers made for the audience, does contain spoilers sometimes.
like the Demon Slayer movie one.
Yeah, the Demon Slayer movie one that just released has a lot of has a really big spoiler in it. Actually, not just a little bit. It's a really
Yeah.
big spoiler in
You
it.
can't watch those anime trailers.
Hmm.
I didn't know that was a cultural thing.
Yeah, I heard. I could be wrong. It could just be something that someone told me and I just believed it. But they told me that the culture in Japan is more resistant, more resilient to spoilers. That they don't mind it as much as other places.
Oh.
So I could be totally wrong. I could have just believed this guy, and this guy could have just been spewing stuff. But
I think someone walked up to you on the street.
yeah.
Oh,
So
Hey, did you know that the Japanese, they don't care about spoilers, not like Americans?
yeah.
Beginnings.
So
Itachi heard that and went, really?
yeah, I was talking to him and he mentioned it because we brought up trailers for anime and it came up and I was like, wow, I didn't know that. So I'm just repeating
Unnamed
that.
person,
So
the secret identity.
well, because I don't even know his name. I met him at a convention. I met him at a convention. That was the only time
You
I saw
can't
him.
trust people you meet at conventions.
He was a
Say
cool dude.
unconventional.
He was a cool dude. I don't know. I sat down with him. We were talking. We talked for a good while. We brought it up. He told me because he lives in Japan. So I believed it. This was also last year. But yeah. So Strikers, February 23rd. Not the soccer game. Persona 5 Strikers.
Marvel Strikers game from on Nintendo. Marvel Strikers.
I also really want another Strikers. All right. So final
It's about
topic.
tennis.
Final topic before we end things off, and I'll let you guys each give an outro. Do you guys have any last minute predictions about the Game Awards since it's in 1 week, and we're probably not going to talk about it until after the week after?
5 days.
Oh yeah, it's in less than a week. It's in 5 days.
A little less than a week, yeah.
Yeah.
I got some.
Yeah, you can go ahead. I'm thinking.
I was gonna say this earlier, but I think it's better to say it now. I think Tom Holland is gonna show a trailer for the Uncharted movie. I think that's why he's there.
Is it that far into production?
He posted a picture of him on set a few months ago. I think it was a month and a half to 2 months ago. I think it might be a little teaser. It doesn't have to be anything big, but I think
Yeah,
he's
it doesn't
gonna
have to be
show-
something big.
I think he's gonna show something about it because it's
Oh.
set to release next year.
True.
I think first half of next year too. So I think that's why he's there.
Okay.
So I know he's gonna present an award, but I think that I have the feeling he could they could tie it in. He could present an award that Last of Us wins, and as after it he just he mentions it. Hey, speaking of Naughty Dog, this is happening. Yeah,
Mm.
and
Great
then
impression.
yeah, and Gal Gadot being there. She has she's with Warner Brothers, obviously. Warner Brothers has a gaming division. Warner Brothers is doing the Last of Us movie. Maybe she could talk about something with it, or just some cross promotion with it. Maybe they'll just mention it. In terms of games, I think there is a chance we can see Breath of the Wild 2. Not a big one, but a chance.
Potentially.
But a chance because of the history that Breath of the Wild has at the Game Awards. And also, again, like history with the Game Awards, Bayonetta or Smash as well have chances.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm thinking we might see the next fighter.
Yeah, that's
For
the only
DLC.
prediction I can think of. Is a nice little preview.
oh, this is what Brandon's
Yeah.
excited for. All right, if you guys had to choose one fighter that they're announcing at the Game Awards, who do you think it is? Who do you think has the highest chance to be
Nathan
announced?
Drake.
Who do I think it will be, or who do I want?
We'll do both.
Okay. I feel like it would be someone like Master Chief, sort of thinking like characters like that. What's the other one that I was thinking? I was gonna say Kratos, but since he was in Fortnite recently, I don't know about that one anymore. So I don't know. I mean, it could be anybody, but who would I want
Okay.
is probably gonna be Cooking Mama. Would love to see Cooking Mama in Smash, dude.
Alex, please.
That would be so funny.
Oh man.
Anything's possible after Steve.
After Steve, man.
We can all laugh and joke.
great.
It's funny now.
It's funny now, and then it's funny now. A week from now, Cookie Mama's gonna be in Smash, and I was gonna be like,
Hey,
That's
dude,
fine.
I'd be so happy, man.
That's the Muppet section. Swedish chef playing some Smash.
oh my
Wait,
god!
Swedish in Smash. That's why he's there.
Oh no! I'm leaving.
Oh man.
I think in some form, to give a loose prediction, I think Sora will be at the Game Awards in some form. Maybe not specifically Smash, but I do think if Smash is there, it is Sora.
Okay.
Ooh, wait, I forgot about Sora.
Yeah.
I feel like after the last two or three characters everyone's been kind of like hard betting a Pokemon, and it still
Mhm.
hasn't been Pokemon. I feel fine enough saying it's not going to be a Pokemon next. But I mean, the Sword and Shield still doesn't have someone in that game.
True.
Yeah, Sora in some form, whether it's like a teaser for the next Kingdom Hearts game, because I don't know if Melody of Memory was something that they put a lot of.
He already said that Kingdom Hearts isn't gonna happen next year.
Sora's going to be in Smash. Okay, hot bet.
Okay. Berto, who do you think will be announced at the Game Awards?
I mean, I feel like Sora is like the easy pick of like who they would pick just because of popularity and like the prestige of Kingdom Hearts and the history of Kingdom Hearts on Nintendo consoles. Yeah, so that would be my bet. Is if it was be someone, would be Sora, because I have no idea who the hell else it could be.
Okay. I'm gonna be the oddball here. I think that it'll be a first party character. And I think that there is a good chance that it could be Impa, Breath of the Wild Impa. with Age
That'd
of
be cool.
Calamity, with Age of Calamity just coming out.
With the Paya alternate skin.
Yeah, yeah. I think that Impo would make a lot of sense. If you think about it, let's be real. Min Min and Steve, if it weren't for COVID, they would have been announced way earlier. Steve probably would have been the E3 reveal if it wasn't for COVID. And I think Impa would have been released around this time frame, a little bit like maybe last month or 2 months ago. And I think it would have lined up with Age of Calamity. I think Impa's has a good shot. I would love Sora though. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan, so I would love Sora.
Man.
I did hard bet 6 months, like back in E3 before Smash came out. I hard bet. I said Joker was going to be in that game at launch, and he was the first DLC. And then I hard bet that Crash was going to be a PS5 launch title, and then it was a PS4 game 2 weeks before the PS5 launches. Because I'm pretty sure by this point they're just trying to spike me, but
Yeah,
I'm confident in this one.
I also would love it to be Rex and Pyra, although my hope for them is dwindling as time goes on. As much as I'd love it, my hope is dwindling.
They're not gonna be there.
Verdo.
Wow.
Just stop it.
Verdo.
Just stop.
Verdo.
Stop hurting yourself, Itachi.
But if it
Stop
happens,
hurting yourself.
But if it happens, please. I would love it. I would love them to be in
I
there.
hope it's Ryan.
Just stop.
You hope it's Ryan?
I hope it's Ryan, and I hope he has one voice line.
And it's not a bunch of jokers.
Yeah, I hope that's his only voice line.
All right. Well, does anyone have any other predictions? Because I'm out. I already mentioned all of them that I had last minute.
Among Us
Yeah,
announced.
I mean, the only thing I was kind of thinking of was the Smash character.
Okay.
But other than that, I think everyone mostly has all their cards on the table for the year.
All right. Awesome. Then in that case, that was the last topic. So we are gonna go ahead and end it there. But before that, I'm gonna go roundtable again and let everyone say their goodbyes and see where everyone can find them. So, Berto, can you let everyone know where they can find you and what you do?
Sure. You can find me streaming on twitch.tv/rockmantrigger. I haven't streamed in a while just because I've been busy. But I do plan on getting back to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And I'll probably stream a couple of more times of Yakuza. Just doing some shenanigans around Yokohama. And yeah.
All right. Awesome.
That's me.
Awesome. Alec?
Yeah, so as I said earlier, I do mostly a lot of streaming over on twitch.tv/my name, Alec and stuff. And I stream practically every day. It's mostly Nintendo related, mostly Pokemon related. But every now and then we'll do something different. As something that is coming up very, very soon, we're going to be doing Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. So that's going to be really fun to try and figure out how to stream online as well.
Nice.
But yeah, everywhere else it's just at Alec and stuff.
All right. Awesome. And Brandon?
Yeah, I stream at twitch.tv/the7tv. Currently doing Xenoblade and then Persona 4s after that. Just every night, 7 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. Sure.
Yep.
And then Mountain Time is a time zone that I don't know.
All right. Awesome. And obviously I'm here. Speaking of which, I'll be live tomorrow or tonight, depending on when you're watching this, or whenever this was uploaded, 8 p.m. Pacific. And yeah, Game Awards next week. I don't know who here is going to be doing live reaction to it, but Brian and I will. But if anyone wants to join, then you're more than welcome to. But yeah, so episode 3 of the Minute Channel will be in 2 weeks, the 18th. So yeah, I'll see everyone then. Bye, guys.